Where'd you get the Coke from? Cleveland?
This is not even
Very Art Deco. The theater where those lights came from was actually the oldest theater in Cleveland. It was the Embassy Theater, and that's where the Art Deco.
Come on, use the helmet.
Chief of Staff telling you this morning.
He's getting clobbered in the northern part of the state. The turnout in Cleveland's not helping, but he could still pull it out.
He's not.
Grover Cleveland. Cleveland learned.
and also the way Britain and Cleveland goes.
Where you from? I'm from Cleveland, man.
Cleveland?
Yeah.
Obviously, Vietnam's not that much of a change for you then.
You know he must be black with the name Jorel. Some of the black African names know they from Cleveland.
Alex's reactions priceless, and some even dubbed the contestants the Cleveland Browns of Jeopardy.
K-Pax. K-Pax. Did you just move here, Barry?
Yeah. Cleveland. Let me deal with it. Hey, but then you get on a plane. You come back to Cleveland and go back to work. Just like before.
It's been in my family since 1862. It's given to my great-great-grandfather who had campaigned for Lincoln in Ohio. He was from Ohio, and I believe he lived in Cleveland at this particular time. In 18...
Got a great show. Justin Timberlake had a concert. LeBron James comes strolling in.
Wait, they have a CSI Cleveland now?
Get him! Get him! Ooh! Ooh! Get him! Ooh! Get him!
Everyone on Black Twitter was like, who is that? We are now rooting for him. Why is Millie Rock so sturdy? Where'd you grow up?
Cleveland Heights, Ohio. East side.
The Heights? That...
The Heights. Cleveland. You know, those winter table books.
Forget the Today Show, just in New York.
In New York since 1983.
So Cleveland?
I'm a New Yorker.
Beta testing right now as an interactive biography on a screen at the Maltz Museum near Cleveland, Ohio.
It used to be on the red-eye flight. They would get on the plane, take whatever medication they couldn't wake up in Russia, going, this isn't Cleveland.
Cleveland, Ohio. And back in the 40s.
What do you got up here? Welcome to Cleveland?
Welcome to Cleveland. We're not in Cleveland. We're in Milwaukee.
Work together. Cleveland, which is like Baghdad with snow. I swear to God.
Actually struck. When I was a young man in Cleveland, I used to hitchhike to
The
work.
Cleveland radio station has stopped playing a popular Christmas song that's been around since the 1940s. Star 102 in Cleveland, their listeners there raised concerns about the lyrics of the song Baby It's Cold.
Mr. Jerry Siegel, there were two boys from Cleveland, Ohio. They went to New York City. Joe and Jerry sold their creation Superman to DC Comics.
Please, put that down. That looks... Ooh, what's up the rack?
This is just so we can show our...
Who makes the cake?
They come from Cleveland.
And what's like a percentage?
It's unfortunate, especially if you're from Cleveland, like me. Use my code JACK for $20 off your first purchase, and maybe we'll see you there. And of course, go Cleveland.
City of Cleveland, Ohio.
And for me, a whole bunch of movies later, that play shoe has become...
Just like Kevin.
Yeah, I love how it moves up and down. Keeps you guessing. Football is amazing. Apparently we can watch Jets battle the color brown.
This is a color brown house. We are color brown fans under this roof. Got it?
It's Brown Town, baby.
Oh, you found things to do at Cleveland Stadium. The commissioner came in and would rattle the saber. You know, if the attendance doesn't pick up, there's always like those overt threats that the club was moving.
When they built the new stadiums in Cleveland in the early 90s, they built Jacobs Field and Gund Arena. It was an idea that it was going to revitalize downtown. They called it Gateway.
Drew met Tom on the set of Charlie's Angels. They eloped a year later.
We are married.
We got married in Cleveland.
We did.
A week ago.
The whole country, Tambo fell ill and died while still on tour. Cunningham had the body mummified and sold his remains to a fairground museum in Cleveland. The Australian government, Grandad Walter, has brought home the mortal remains of his ancestor Tambo so that he can finally rest in peace on Palm Island among his people. Tambo's mummified body had been found in 1993 in the United States in the basement of a funeral home in Cleveland, Ohio.
There's Reverend Otis Moss in Cleveland who told this story.
Cleveland. The mail is now on time, only 56%.
Cities: Phoenix, Lake Tahoe,
Albuquerque? Did I mention Cleveland? The state by the lake? What?
Came to that number in real life was back in 1986, when 1.5 million balloons were released upon Cleveland, Ohio. As cool as it looks, where I live, Cleveland, Ohio. Here's what
we had 10 of Cleveland's finest escort us out along with some jewelry store.
Well, it's an honor to be here in Cleveland.
It's Cincinnati!
Only a few soldiers. It's just a dead city and a dead country.
What is happening in Cambodia is one of the strangest forced migrations in history. Phnom Penh was a city of over 2 million people, a population equal to that of Cleveland, Ohio, and now it's empty.
I dreamed last night that I was in Cleveland, Ohio, which is really weird because I've never even been to Ohio.
Where have you been?
Cleveland.
For God's sakes, Lemon, we'd all like to flee to the Cleve and club up down at the flats and have lunch with Little Richard, but we fight those urges because we have responsibilities.
What's going on? Doing this when I could be happy living in Cleveland.
What?
Floyd and I are thinking of moving.
No, you're not. Look, every great getaway has that moment when you want to pack it all in and stay. That's how I ended up with a time
That's what
machine.
this is. I mean, Floyd is pretty great. And look, in Cleveland, I'm a model. Yeah, we're all models west of the Allegheny. I'm serious about it. I can't go to Cleveland.
Hi.
Look at all the places we have been. Toronto, Munich, London, the Hoover Dam, the Cleve.
Oh, boy.
Your name on a TV show that no one will even remember. Should have moved to Cleveland with that guy when I had the chance.
You had to work. You just didn't go in and do a TV show. You went from Buffalo to Cleveland. You really had to work hard.
One of the boys was behind it.
All the guys from Cleveland, Mo Dalitz and Tucker brothers, and all those guys came in and took over. Thank goodness, because they were the most wonderful guys in the world to work for.
What about Gumgadin? Gupta? Welcome. Oh, you've seen Rosen? They let me fly to Cleveland. My expense. You know? I saw him speak once.
In Cleveland kept through.
Cleveland 117, San Antonio 109.
But not enough tonight.